Okay. Hello. Hi, it's Jasmine with the Crochettery here, and I'm refilming this intro, to be honest. I'll keep the same thumbnail and title idea because honestly, that doesn't make much of a difference. But I spent like 5 minutes explaining the intro, and like it barely explained anything. So I'm just gonna suck it up, refilm it, get a little bit more like fluidity in there, and it's not gonna change much. It's just gonna make me set back, but that's okay. I'm here all day. I literally will be doing this all day. It's not going to be an all day video though. This might take me a couple days to do. I don't know. It could only take me a couple hours to do. I'm not sure how long this is going to take me exactly, but I'm going to turn this entire ball of Burn It Blanket into like a bunch of mini market makes because I have a couple of craft shows coming up in April and I need some mini market makes for my bins. So how my setup works is it's not like a perfect setup, but it's how I've been doing it with my friend for a good year or two now, where we have like the majority of things all price tagged, and then I have these two big white bins like in the middle usually, which they're like the $10 bins. It's all either stuff that is like super small, or it's just supposed to be in the $10 bin, or it's just random miscombobulated stuff that I'm trying to get rid of. So I put it in the $10 bin rather than just getting rid of it or scrapping it, which I might just do this year so I don't have to keep lugging them around everywhere. But I keep those in and, I gotta refill them obviously. So I'm trying out a new pattern that I found, which was like a bulk. It's like a bulk thing of like 7 patterns. There's a bunny, a cow, a panda bear, a seal, an otter, a unicorn, and a fox. Yes, that's all 7 of them. And I'm gonna see how many I can make out of the white yarn because all of them pretty much have white in it aside from the otter, because even the fox has like the white accent detailed part. So the otter is the only one that doesn't have it, but I'll still make the otter just so you can see them. But I did start this already. Like I said, this isn't the ball I was using, this is another ball. I have the ball I'm using currently on my little yarn stand thing. So it's a good plushie in already. It's a plushie in already. This one's just for showboating, so we'll put her aside for now. I do already have the bunny done. I used out of some scrap yarn so you can get an idea of the size. And I think I'm going to stick with the blanket size because I tried it in acrylic and it looks a little it looks a little like terrifying to me with it being like that small. So we're just going to fling them back there and have to look at them later. But I think I'm going to stick with the blanket size versions of these for the $15 bin. I'm going to up it just a little bit just because they are a little bit chunky clunky. I did make the seal already because like I said, I filmed this originally yesterday. So this is what the little seal one looks like. It's got a little tail on it. I kind of made up the tail myself because the tail part in the pattern itself was confusing, which is on me. I didn't know how they were doing it. So this is the little seal, the little bunny. So this is like roughly the size. The entire patterns are all like no-sew, which is like, okay, speak. I have the head of a little panda bear here, so that one's started. This came from a separate ball though, so I'm not going to look at that one for this ball. But it did already make one of the seals that's on the head of its second. So obviously you can see that these are going to turn out pretty cute for the bins. I do have a couple more videos that will come out probably before my room makeover run though, just to like get that out there because I kept referencing it that it'll be soon, and it is not going to be soon. I explain it in the video, but I have chronic pain, so it's hard for me to do a lot of like normal menial things. So cleaning up takes a lot for me, and because I've waited so long, I've had to do laundry, and laundry is also very hard for me to do because it's a lot of bending over, reaching, folding, putting things away. And it's a laundry day today, so I'm whoops, not cleaning anything today. It's mostly clean. It's just like a little bit of clutter on my desk and a little bit of clutter around my desk. Mostly the stuff around the desk is just like loose pillows and stuffed animals that I just are either mine and I don't know where I'm putting them currently, or I just probably need to get rid of them and I'm refusing to consider that. The stuff on my desk is all random and boxes and stuff, random art miscellaneous things, or random little bits of clutter, little figurines, stuff like that. I'm not worried about those right now. It's clean, it's functional, I like it. But it's probably going to take me a couple more weeks before that fully gets done. So don't expect that for like another month or two at this point, honestly. So this is gonna be like my last time speaking about it. Like, don't expect it for like another month or two to come out, because it's going to take another month or two before I finally, am healthy enough to get back up and start cleaning again. So, throwing that out there. But I'm going to continue working off camera to see how much I can make out of this white ball next to me here in the yarn stand. I've gotten one of them done, the head of them done. I've got a few more to go. I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to make. I haven't weighed any of them, which I should be doing because that's not smart. But I haven't been weighing any of them. So we'll see. I'm curious which one's going to look the cutest, which one's going to be the best seller of the bunch. If none of them are going to sell, that'd be pretty sad because I'm sitting here spending time making them. But we'll see. We'll see. And we'll be back. Alright. I'm back. It's the next day, and I've finished up the ball of yarn, so I'm going to show you exactly how many of these little mini market makes I was able to make out of a single ball of white. I'm not going to count the other colors that were used in the process, but I guess I can share with you. If I grab my little list here, which is going to look awful for you guys. I did write down on a little notepad here the yarnage I used for each one, so I guess I'll share that with you as like a little fun bonus so you can see exactly where all of the yarn went to. The first thing I made was the seal, which looked like this little guy. It's pretty much all white, so I think it's not going to be the most used white because I think that would be the bunny because of the long ears. But I would say it's probably going to be the second most one that used all the white. And I wanted to make 2 of each one of them, so I do have a second one. And each one took about 63 grams in order to make it, which is pretty good considering a ball of burn-up blanket in white usually has 300 grams in it, so you could make quite a good portion. You can make like 4 of them, maybe 5 out of one ball, which is a pretty good steal, but I was making a bunch of the other ones, so I do not have 5 or so more seals. But this is what the little seal looks like. You can see I did the tails a little differently on each one of them. But they're cute. They're about little handheld size. I like them. I'm just going to put them back in the bag next to me for now. The next one I did was the panda bear, which I counted the black anyways, even though it doesn't really matter. But for the white, each one used about 49 grams, and the black was 11 grams, but that's not really important here. We're here for the white ball of yarn. But I got 2 of these done, and I think the panda bears are so cute. They got little tails on their butts. Like, look at that. You can't really tell that well, but they've got little tails on their butts. Yeah, that one's more noticeable. But they got these cute little panda bears. I love these. These were the next 2 that I made. So overall, they're turning out pretty cute, right? And then I got to the cow. From this side, it looks fine. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. But this did use about 54 grams, and it looks a little funky to me. I think it's just the nose that looks funky to me. I think it's just because it's offset. Like, it looks slanted, which made the face slanted, which makes the head slanted, which makes the body look off. It doesn't look as awful on camera as I feel like it does in person, but it definitely, like, it starts here and then goes swoop, like it slants. It goes like that. So I'm not really into this that much. I might not be making the cows. I think it has potential. I kind of want to try it like without making the snoot and then just like blushing in the lines. Like take like a brush and just go like this, make a box and then put blush in there because putting blush on plushies is actually pretty cute. I do it all the time. Or even like chalk if you have chalk, but it's just not going to come off as pigmented as blush would. So I might try that because it just does not look that great to me. But I did get one of those done. And then I started the second one, but I ran out of white. It's got the snout on it, and already you can tell I moved the horns this time because I didn't like how the horns sat on this one because it just doesn't look even to me, like looking at it like dead on. It didn't look even to me, so I tried like evening them out, one on each side, which looks better. But it's kind of like off-putting the snout even more, I feel like. It just does not look great. I'm gonna do it anyways just to see, but I don't think I should. Or at least move it over one more so it looks a bit more even, which kind of sucks because I already tied it off. No, I didn't tie it off. I can totally go back and change that real quick. I guess I can pull it, but you can see I ran out of the white here. I'm just gonna fix the pink. It's gonna bug me. I'm just really not into it. It just doesn't look right. Well, at least to me it doesn't look right. So I'm going to put one more white stitch in here. I gotta color change this again. Do the 1, 2, 3. No, come on. I'm doing all this struggling now. Yeah, I don't think that changed anything. That still looks very off-centered to me. I guess if I just move it like with my own discretion, maybe it'll look better. I'm not feeling the snow. It just doesn't look right to me. I'm gonna try moving it over one more and see if that will help, like, the aesthetic look of it. So 1, 2, 3. Come on. 4, 5. Let me remove the hook. It's still just, it doesn't look the best. I don't like it. It just doesn't look good. I'm just gonna cut the pink off. It does not look nice to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me and you guys will tell me that I'm overreacting and it looks fine and there's nothing wrong with it, but to me it just looks, like, it looks off. Maybe it's just because I've made so many cows before that, like, it's not coming off right to me. Like, it's just looking a bit weird. I think I'm going to try what I said, where I'm just going to, like, try to put some blush around it in a line, try to, like, make it appear as if there is a snout, like, on it, or just take a piece of felt and crochet a piece of felt on it, or even just making a snout and then sewing it on, because these patterns are all supposed to be no-sew, which so far they have all been no-sew. I think I might just suck it up and sew this on for aesthetic if the blush also looks bad, just because I don't know what it is about it. I can't get behind it. It just doesn't look good to me. I'm just recrocheting the white so you can see where I land off again, and the answer was right here. So I'm all out of yarn again. I just removed the snout, still out of yarn, but in total, the one ball of yarn did get me a lot of plushies. Like, this is a pretty good amount of plushies. Ooh, if I could hold them all. This is a pretty good amount of plushies. Like, look at this. I got 5 and a head done out of one ball of Bernat blanket. Well, out of the white specifically. The other color's not important currently. But that's pretty cute. So I'm gonna try to finish up the other versions of these. Obviously there is more, but they're just not going to be in this video. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to make them anymore. I have to do some other things. It's the weekend, and I always punish myself on the weekends by making dolls for markets. So I'm going to be making a bunch of dolls for the next 3 days, which is not going to go over well for me. But I have 3 of them halfway done. The other 2 are kind of started, and I still have to completely make like 2 or 4 more, and then I'm gonna have to make more additionally on top of that, so I don't want to think about that. But I'll be back on either Sunday night or Monday morning working on these cute little mini makes, so maybe I'll put a picture up in the community tab sometime next week, a picture of all of the little mini versions of these, because like I said, there is a couple more. There's a unicorn I didn't get to do, there's a fox I didn't get to do, there's an otter I didn't get to do. I had the bunny in the beginning of the video, I just didn't get a chance to make one again for the video, and I think that's the only 3 that I'm missing as of now. So I'll probably throw a community post picture up there if you want to check out my Instagram. You can check that out too. It's at the Crochettery. It's the same on all of my social media handles, because I'll be posting a picture over there for it as well. But that's all I've got for now. I've got to skedaddle and start working on some dolls, even though I do not want to right now. So I will see you guys in the next video.